Alright, good. Yep, we are. And there's one other thing that annoys me, Knight of the Sun. The sun is kind of my personal domain, so I'd appreciate if you made way for my master. So yeah, so I know you're the Knight of the Sun, but I sort of am the sun, so fuck off. Okay. I hope you're ready to eat ass, go in.
道理で愛らしいはずだ。
I wonder if the VOD is gonna be completely fucked up. I'm not sure how Twitch VODs work, and if it'll merge them or make a bunch of separate ones. No buffs for you, bitch. Nope.
実力差は明白。終わりにしていいのですね、主よ。
ええ。あなたの思うままに、ガウェイン。
Now we should be able to NP on the next turn. Bomb! Wow, 28 damage! This one might hurt though. It did. Wow, Leo, you're so strong. I'm very impressed. Your muscles are so big. I bet you could even lift a watermelon. Yeah, I was thinking if I could get away with that. Let's try it. Let's see, so blessing and let's see, so what we want to do here is want to bless and I think we want to stun here and merciful here and then smash out 3 Land of Eternal Bane. Let's see if this works. Gotta land the stun, and then you buff. And now, how much damage is this gonna do? Oh, it failed, so yeah. So we are not ready to cast that yet. I'd say to wait then. How's the best way to do that? Probably something like... I think it's better to just... you can just NP and... that. Hmm? Hold on. MP. Attack. Watch the sky. We'll just do it normally. I don't think it's safe because he can use the Noble Phantasm and we have no way to survive that, is what I'm scared of. Actually, you know what? You're right, we can do it like this. Hold on. This should work if we survive this. So if we use Merciful Sky on this one and then blast out Eternal Veins, is that gonna work? Let's try it. Is he gonna do over 600 damage is the question. The issue is just how the thumb was so frail. I talked about this earlier, but the skill is not well designed for Tammo. It does not make sense that she has it. Because she does not have the ability to even go below 30%. There we go. Like I said. And look, right after that he uses a skill, so it's impossible anyways. Yeah, I mean, that's what I figured, right? Yeah, so what I thought basically. The skill just doesn't work. See, I could do it something like, hold on. I feel like, no, that would be a really inefficient way to do it. Better to just not bother doing that. It's just not worth taking the risk. If it was 50%, yeah, if there was a buff to make it 50%, it could work. But as it is, it's just not a useful skill. Because 30% is just not enough health. When enemies can also go before you and you nuke you to death. It is not viable. What is viable, however, is killing the shit out of this bitch like this. Like, an option I had was to use a non-stun skill, use the Aphotic Cave to tank him, and then get a spell off. But I feel like that's a lot of... Well, actually, I want to see that. Sorry for wasting all the time like this, but I do want to see the spell at least once, because I haven't even cast it a single time. We'll do it like this. That's the right one. We'll do it like this. We use a break that doesn't stun, and then we will Aphotic Cave. Well, the thing is that we have to not get attacked, because he uses a skill afterwards to kill us. So what I'm doing here is I'm skipping his attack turn and using a defensive skill to try and unlock Land of Eternal Bane, because I want to see how much damage it does. Alright, let's see this. Let's see if this works out. Because if you use the right spell, you'll stun him, and they can't act for 2 turns. But if I use the skill that doesn't stun him, then I can possibly Aphotic Cave block his skill on the 3rd turn, and be left with a small amount of HP. Let's see if it works out. I think the amount of effort I have to put into this by itself kind of proves why why Eternal Bane doesn't work. Cool animation though. Turns out the damage wasn't even anything special. But I'm glad I got to see the animation because it is cool. Even if you fucking guarded 2 of them. Let's see, so... use break. Merciful Sky. Chaos Heaven. So, presumably this is when he uses that. I was kind of hoping that Land of Eternal Bane would actually have really strong damage, but it turned out to have the same damage as the other spells, but it also applies a mediocre poison.
私の本気見せてあげます
Let's even see how much damage the poison actually does at the end of this turn. Probably only like a few hundred.
炎天よ走れ
Wait, I just stun blocked his NP.
なさいます
Oops. Get owned.
レオ、
ええあなたの
I wonder if I can do that again. That'd be really funny. Local Knight gets fucking owned.
よく燃えますね挑戦よ砕け
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. It does like 300-400 damage. It's not terrible damage, but it's not a lot. It's not a very impressive damage, to be honest. This is very silly. I like it.
頑張りますねますます頑張っちゃいます
Oh, you want to Noble Phantasm? No, no, no. Oh, no, no, no. No, 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 no. Yeah, he's gonna nuke in this turn. I figured he'd nuke eventually. Big damage? Big damage.
肉片も残らないかな
He's getting pissed off because I'm just stun locking him. He's like, stop it! Cut it out!
炎天よ
I wanna be cool! No, no being cool for you.
レオ、
ええあなたの思うままにガウェイン
Just one of our elixirs. And now we just fucking meme him to death.
肉片も残らないか
Eat shit, you stupid saber. Look at you.
彫像の出来
You have nothing. You are nothing to me, Gawain. Oh no, you're gonna use Blade of the Devoted? Oh, how scary. The scary damage. Oh, look. Fire.
秘密よ集え
Well, wind.
秘密よ集え
Bitch, you ain't kawaii.
秘密よ集え
Ah, he did get it off. Never mind. I'm the loser this time. Very well. You didn't get stunned that time. I was bound to not successfully stun him eventually, you know. Yeah, this will do it. Merciful Sky, and nuke, and nuke, and... We'll let Fada K just in case.
頑張りますね
See if this works out.
肉片も残らないかな彫像の
This should be perfectly fine. We'll take a hit from his spell, and then we'll tank it thanks to the elixir. Buff up. I am noticing that the poison lasts for a lot of turns, so I guess the damage doesn't really add up to several thousand, but again, the difficulty in triggering it. Alright, die. You are dead.
僕はありません。私の乾杯です。
Oh! Die in hell, bitch. I can't feel my fingers. Arms and legs don't move. There's no strength in them.
ありえない
I don't understand. Even though my heart has been pierced through, it feels like the hole is filled. Let's see, this should all be the same stuff. I can't imagine a difference in dialogue. Ah, I see. What I couldn't believe was that I'd reached my limit. Leo smiles with his admission. I never thought I'd reach my limit. I wasn't even capable of imagining what defeat was. I didn't think I was flawless. I just had no fear. But this is the same stuff. I shouldn't really waste time narrating it when it's gonna be a long stream as this, because now is normally we'd finish it on this, a clean 4 hour, but we've also got the post game and the final boss to do for this stream. So we'll take a break after the Leo fight for like 10 minutes, and then we'll continue until I'm done with the game, and then until Fate Extra is done. It is a good dialogue, but I mean, second time around now. The once and future king. A super powerful 5-star craft essence that nobody has except that one guy who used it to solo the giant Kiara boss. Dead. Those words of praise, Gawain disappears. He makes no excuses and nothing to do with life. Who's it? He gave all his percentages. I'm noticing that you can see like a flicker of green there because it's just a layer on top of his face texture. So his eyeball actually clips in and out. Leo's a good character. Odd character, not very likable, but he's good. He's got neat writing to him. I feel like you could definitely make... I mean, I guess they did, but I don't know if those characters are in it. I feel like there are more stories to tell about the... I feel like there's more stories to tell about the Extraverse that isn't inside the Moon Cell itself. Yeah, Tomo makes it in the elevator. A little disappointing that it. I guess in a way it's like how Type Moon became everything Fate. Fate Extra became only Moon Cell because it's the most eye-catching. I don't know. I find the little hints about the Earth of Fate Extra fascinating. So I guess in a way it's just a pretty normal post-apocalyptic fake utopia, whatever. So I guess even if it's interesting, there's not a lot of stories to tell in it. There we go. We'll take a break for. We're just about to hit 6, so we'll say until 10 past. So about like 10 to 12 minutes. See you guys around 10 past. Take care. ba 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 bum 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 ba dum bum 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 ba dum bum bum. Alright, back on it. Bada beep ba boom. Hey, Sex!
「そして閉幕の鐘が鳴る」「その目覚めは誰のものか」
Who is that motherfucker? During the fight, I returned to the now lifeless school. Almost all the people are gone. And it's blue instead of orange now. I'm the only master. I'm the last living human in this tournament. If human is the right word. Even all the NPCs that used to be here are now gone. There's no more use for them. The Holy Grail War ends here. Only the master and servant who won the Holy Grail War remain. Plus one system anomaly. In any case, the path to the Holy Grail will open for the winner. Where could it be? But thinking about how annoying looking for it would be, congratulations, you have crushed the dreams of all the other magi. That is to say, you have won. The Holy Grail War ends here. The voice echoes through the speakers. It's a voice I've never heard before. It was the voice I heard when I met my servant at the very end of the preliminaries. It's the guide created by the Holy Grail War system. It must be based on a real person, too. The path to the Holy Grail is open to you, Victor. My name isn't Victor, it's Cal! Pass through the door to the battlefield once more. I still don't have any answers. Maybe they will come once I get to the Holy Grail. So we managed to survive this long. Huh? Why am I being so gloomy? No, bad Foxgull. Bad cute Foxgull. Tomo is always bright and cheerful. Right, we should get going. We're only one step away from the Holy Grail of the Sire. Let's go get it. But, before that, I suggested you be totally prepared. After all, who knows what's gonna happen next. Bada boom, bam boom, bop boom. Ba-ba-da boo, ba-ba-da boo, ba-doo. Hey, what's this? Oh, this is because you did all the Taiga quests. That's cute. What is this? Dear Cal, I told my wish to the Thermos to retrieve from me. To the Thermos you retrieved from me, but something odd came out of it. The only words I can think of to describe it is yet to be determined. Also, stay away from the arena. It's too dangerous. You'll get yourself killed. Maybe. I'm going home now, so good luck. And kudos for making it this far. Nice meeting you, Cal. That's cute. Okay, so you unlock the super boss by doing all of the Taiga mini quests. That's what it is. Interesting. It's all the same lore. Time to fight a super boss. Yoop. infinite chimeric lunar sea. With infinite boys. I've been hearing a nasty noise for a while now, Master. It's sending shivers up my tail. I've been hearing a strange noise for a while. It sounds like a human moan. I've never experienced a haunting or anything paranormal, but I think it would feel like this. If it is haunting, it's a mayor one. It's like the air is whining because something's warping it. Something bad is in the arena. I don't smell any servants or masters. Could be a malignant program, but then... Oops, I was thinking out loud. I still sense something really scary from my ears to the tip of my tail. Please be careful. I have 3 lunches. I have 3 return crystals, just in case. The meme zone. Alright, let's fight some Nephilim. Hey, bitch! Dead. Good experience. I want to play Too Dangerous with the Nephilim, which is why I'm just wiping them out. But then we're gonna take farm a bunch of damage. I've unfortunately been spoiled on the super boss because someone just accidentally dropped it, but it's life. I'm aiming on perfects on both Nephilim. I don't even need to use Merciful Sky twice, to be honest. The amount of damage you can put out is definitely significant at this point. Yeah, he was like, yeah, I finished the Nero one and I'm doing time on it. Did you already fight, did you already fight Name? Like, no. I did Name. Let's go look. What's going on in the meme zone? Oh, yeah, there she is. I reckon, even if I didn't know, I would have known the millisecond I saw it. Like the microsecond you see the colors, you know who it is. There's something deadly ahead. Something that is fatal to even be noticed by. Is it human? Could a human even give off such a threatening aura? My instincts halt me, buzzing around my head like a swarm of frantic insects. Fight! Outside the path stands a woman in a long Japanese dress. Is that a servant? But there shouldn't be any servants besides Caster left, now that we've defeated Leo. It's a fun little bonus. And also we get to see Wada Shiki. Could she be the bizarre thing that Tiger supposedly called forth? Nice tits, by the way.
見つけた
Look at what a
動くな
cute
お
Shiki!
前で100人目だ
Yeah! Good. Yeah, it's real the inclusion of Shiki here does make this pretty much the perfect way to end Fate streams for the foreseeable future. Only in a timeline where the Mahoyo or CZC translations are made somehow will we resume Fate streams after this, so it's a nice way to end it. Are you some kind of highway robber?
結構な言われようだな俺は単にお前の首が欲しいだけだ敵とか味方とか憎いとか愛しいとかそういう面倒な動機はないよ
How animalistic. Tamo actually understands it a little bit, but you want my head?
ああそっちの兄さんには用はないんだおとなしくしていれば手は出さないさ
Oh, I get it. Of course. Of course, I get it. She's the upgrade to. She's being used as a counter for counters garden essentially by the moon cell, huh? Because we killed the Seraph, so it summons a fucking copy of Shiki.
悪いが死んでくれお前らみたいなのを100体殺せば元の世界に帰れるらしくてねここは居心地が悪いんださっさと夢から覚めたいんでその霊覚あっさり殺されてもらうぜ
Hey, a bad dream is no reason to go around killing people. Fine, and guard. Ah, in the background too.
物騒な話
和風系として負けられま
Monster.
す空の根源に追い返してあげましょう
あらできるかしらたった1尾しか限界していない白面金の9尾の狐に
Let's change the save state. We are saved it on the 3, so we'll save it here. Like so. There we go. I want to scan what her first 3 moves are to make a judgment here. Hold on, let's just double check. Yeah, good.
お任せください
楽しめ重ねしろ
Literally just kicks it off with a one shot. Now that's a super boss, baby. Hell yeah. Well, actually, I should check what the loss animation is. I want to see that one.
話にならないな
The woman says something, but I don't hear it. My servant and I are one being. If my servant is defeated, then I'll share the same fate. Fucking Twin Towers. Oh, that's funny. Oh, let's see, so what's her move after the nuke?
重ねしろ
600 damage even through that. Impressive. Okay, 2 breakables. Got it. Boy, she does a lot of damage, though. Yeah, we're gonna be save scumming this fight. Oh boy, this bitch hurts. Let's see, so this one's break attack. Push out as much damage as possible. Well, actually, no, we wanna. No need to play them. I can play a little more dangerous than that. Take less risks.
行くぞ。触れないでくださいます。
楽しめ。
So the super boss and the final boss both have a insta-kill mechanic if the fight drags on for too long. Makes sense.
ますます頑張っちゃいます。炎天よ走れ。
And I imagine she's gonna be pretty stun resistant.
ご苦労様。彫像の出来上がりです。
So it's gonna come down to really managing my MP, I feel.
よく燃えますね。お話になりませんよ、マス
3
ター。
attacks at the end, huh? So she kicked this one up.
仕上げる。
Attack, guard.
よ
Okay.
マスター。
That's all I really needed. So, attack. Guard. Yeah, this is where we use consumables. And then we blast her here. Just like this. So,
頑張りますね。
we'll have our noble phantasm for the next turn.
後悔してくださいね。秘密よ集え。当店よ砕け。彫像の出来上がりです。ますます頑張っちゃいます。彫像の出来上がりです。
Damage output's going pretty well so far.
秘密兵器の出番です。
So here we, let's see. Blessing. And let's restore MP. I'm gonna presume she might guard here, maybe? I'm gonna take a risk and say that she guards here. No, that's too risky. So we'll use that. And maybe if she guards, actually, one of Merciful Sky here. There. There. Let's try this one. Like so. If this one doesn't work out, we'll do it a different one.
神があり神秘確かにたまに息吹を山が水天に甘く出すこれ自在にしむしろ鏡
Okay, so she attacks.
頑張っちゃいます私の本気見せてあげます
こじ開ける。
Well, that definitely isn't safe. I think it's not safe to NP this turn. I'm gonna do this instead. Let's try this.
仕上げる。
And hope for some stuns.
当店よ砕け私の本気見せてあ
She
げま
uses attack cards a lot.
こじ開ける。
Okay, so attack, break,
す炎天よ走れ
break.
ますます頑張っちゃいます後悔してくださいね
Hmm. Attack, break, break. If I do this. Try this one. It's hard to land stuns here, which is the trickiest part. She's very stun resistant. There we go, that's a good, that would land the stun. Based on how the RNG works here, I can check if I get a stun, and if I don't, I'll try to stun on a different turn. And it'll let me set up like this. Oh, what's this? Turn 5. 400 damage. I assume that was an attempt to put in a debuff, but fortunately it missed. Cool animation though. Okay, there's a guard. Excellent. MP heal here. MP. So, yeah. It fell that because it was red. We'll save some time by speeding past the. So I'm curious. Since these 3 cards do count as attack, break, and guard, sort of. Are they also sealed, or just the main? I presume just the primary attacks are sealed. Skill at the end. That's intimidating. Let's see. So if we presume she attacks on the first turn, then she'll attack there as well. Merciful Sky. Do I want to stun on that one, or do I want to block this one? I feel like it might be better to try and get a stun here and avoid her skill like that. Like this, maybe. Oh, that was a break, so that's a no. We'll empty out our MP there, and then elixir on the next turn, I'm thinking. If we manage to block her skill. She really does not guard often, I'm finding, at least. It's mainly attack and break. She has like 1 or 2 guards that'll show up sometimes. So that's a guard on the 5th turn, and she uses twin towers. So let's hope that hits. Stun. Not a stun. So we're gonna need we'll break here and a body cave. That's the only way to survive this one, definitely.
バリバリ呪うよく燃えますね彫像の出来上がりですその出来ください私を傷つけられ
Thank God for a body cave.
楽しめ重ねしょ
God, it does a lot of damage.
どうした降参か
Let's aim for a. Let's select that. Hope for a stun, elixir. So, see what happens. The 100 back when you block one of her really powerful skills is very nice. I agree.
よく燃
It's definitely something I want to get if I can manage it. It's probably better to block it, just so that we don't like to stun is ideal because then we don't risk getting the debuff. But it's definitely a good target.
え当選よくだけ
I can't even imagine fighting this as Nero, to be honest.
その動きを殺す
So this is the guard. Oh, we've gotten really lucky so far. She's missed both debuffs.
ちょっとまずいかな Yeah, you're right. It's probably the high magic stat that lets us even deal with her skills at all, huh? I have a feeling she's gonna nuke at the end of the turn here again. 行くぞ
ますます頑張っちゃいます
Break. I'm gonna deal with that this
よ
time.
く燃えますね私の見せてあげます
Good. She likes to guard on the third turn is relatively safe. I feel like she's used guard a lot of times on the third turn.
私を傷つけられると思っているんですか
こじ開ける
No, we don't want that though. So break. This is a good time to do that. Fairy Heaven.
バリバリ呪うぞ
Alder wants to come inside.
よく燃えますね私の見せてあげますよく燃えますね
Of course, cat really does interfere with screaming though, because I can't just leave him out like screaming at my window 1 meter from my face, so I have to let him in and out when he asks for it. It ends up with a lot of interruptions. Sorry about that. I know that's been an annoyance all the way back since the original Fate Stay Night streams. Yeah, he wants to go out on in and out every 5 seconds. That's a guard there, so. I feel like she might be guarding on that turn. Like this, maybe?
行くぞ
God, that hurt. We can pure other that one.
私の本気見せてあげます。炎天よ走れ。
Clashes in this against her are so dangerous with the sheer amount of damage she puts out.
ちょっとまずいかな。
That's a concerning skill right there. So skill on that turn means that we want pure other immediately. Fought a cave. Merciful Sky, Chaos Heaven, and I'm gonna say a break in the last one. Hey, Balu. Hey. Hey, say hey. Hey.
彫像の出来上がりです。
Little bastard.
私を傷つけられると思っているんですか？
その動きを殺す。
後悔してください。
Man, that magic set is coming in handy for this. Actually managing to block every nuke she hits with.
まだ戦います。上げていきましょう。
So, break. Attack. There's an elixir. Merciful Sky. It looks like we're gonna make it. I mean, we're gonna make it because of basically cheating, but it is a super boss. I don't know. Can't necessarily be proud of my victory, but I am enjoying the fight. Yeah, this is just Mystic Eyes of Clairvoyance. This is Mystic Eyes versus Mystic Eyes. Mine are just better. You know?
お任せください。炎天よ走れ。
Yeah, that's a lot of just pure grinding because you finish the game at sub 40.
私の本気見せてあげます。
If you play this not without save states, you just need to grind more than you would.
彫像の出来上がりです。
I mean, there are plenty of stories where the character's power is essentially a save point. That's gonna hurt. That was a 6 turn, 3,000 damage, man. Oh, what a nuke. You sure are cool, Shiki. I like you a lot.
ちょっとまずいかな。
I feel like now is the time to just break out the bomb like this. I have a feeling she's gonna nuke on this turn. I'll take the chance and fornicate it. He has a like stronger and weaker version of Subaru's power where he can activate it at will, but he places down a save point, and if he doesn't place it down ahead of time, I'm pretty sure it doesn't work. So the case, so he does save scum as opposed to having a automatic autosave like Subaru does. That was my understanding of it, at least. I earned this victory.
そろそろ
mean, to be fair, all of her skill animations are just very cool. She just shoots the shit out of you. I presume her Noble Phantasm is her automatic one-shot at the 14 turn mark. Demonic Atlas, huh? Ah, you're pretty good. That's a smooth move right there. My conscience is starting to fade again. Looks like my journey isn't over yet. It was a decent effort, Lady Killer, but thanks for setting me free. I'd be happy to do a battle with someone as powerful as you again. Bye-bye, Shiki. Bye-bye. Ooh, I'm pooped. Fighting Aramitama was oh, she's the dark side of the moon. Aramitama is a yandere who dies, kills, and curses. But don't worry, she's going to another time now. Okay, Tamamo, whatever you say, Tamamo. So what is the demonic atlas then? Oh! Creates a brief, impenetrable wall by predicting every possible movement of your opponents. I think that's a very fitting Super Boss reward. I mean, that's all Super Boss rewards, Cynics. But in this case, it's actually useful against the final boss too, at least. Let's take some damage. So. Now we can just spam Muller healing arms for the rest of the fight to get some perfect. Let's see, so yeah. Get some perfects on the handyman. So let's take some damage here. The nice part about farming these guys for the damage we need to take is that we can also just we get the data on them to make it more easy to farm them later as well. There we go. That's the floor.
そろそろお茶とかしたい気
Yeah, we didn't get as much as it looked like because, you know, well, of course we also saves coming in a ton, but
ささっと帰ってゆっくり休みましょう
ideally it shouldn't take too long to get these achievements.
Oya? 歩行メーターならぬ完封試合メーターが止まってます
Vänta bara lite. Vänta. Vad vill du? Vad är det för dig? Vad gör du?
そうカウンターストップ
Counter stopp!
ご主人様いくらなんでも戦闘上手すぎ規定回数オーバーですよ
We got our 100%. We got our 100 perfect battles, huh?
これには素直にびっくりです本因坊とまではいきませんが名人の名を差し上げましょうどうぞ記念品をお受け取りください私めが今を見ては編み上げたオーダーメイドです
Nine tails. I gratefully take the item Tamo had, for some mysterious reason, tucked into her bosom. I've been wondering about this for a while now, but where does Tamo keep all of her stuff? Could her sash actually be a gateway to another dimension? It's even blue. Nice reference, dude.
いやまたも鋭い洞察でもそれは言わぬが花乙女の秘密ということでお流しくださいなまあその勘の良さがなんで恋愛関係に働かないのかは不満なんですけどねそっちに関しちゃご主人様はかなりの難敵です
We are so daft, we just don't fuck. It's fine, Tamo. You'll just have to, you know, plane down your chest so you're a flat mofu. Then I'm interested. Let's see here. And the item we got was the Nine Tails. A good look charm harvested. Harvested! I don't know if I like the word harvested. What it's made out of is. Oh no! It is harvested! Oh no! She really is a yandere. Terrifying. God, it's dark in here. Could you bitches turn on the lights? Come on. I have no reason to raise my defense more since all I have left now is well, actually we can just leave levels and get some more defense with the final boss. Hey man, let me in. I want to take damage. I need more pain, Snake. Hurt me. Hurt me more, Shiki. Look, I do that with restaurants, Stan. I'm a bad person. You're not gonna control me. I am more powerful than God. take about 2 slaps per fight. We should be good to go. Kill these guys just for experience. Nice and crushable.
ブサイクモデル
There we go. Give him some damage. Break and that. So. A little bit too much damage there. Let's see. So. Like that maybe. There we go. That's a lot of damage.
そろそろお茶とかしたい気分
It's more efficient to save scum like this to take as much damage as you can get away with. Let's get more efficient time-wise.
感謝感謝 そろそろお茶とかしたい気分です。感謝感謝。油揚げ。出しましょう。の子だからって甘く見ました。よし。まだまだ頑張り。もううざいってば。
Nice, we got a 100% completion. So, I want to get hit, and get hit, and get hit. And then... And more enemies left. Good. Yeah, we'll do a run like this and talk to Tama each time. Take a bunch of damage until we get our achievement. So we managed to survive this long. Okay, this is the next one. Never mind. Because I gotta look for a voiced one. Of course, I gotta look for a voiced one. Alright, let's take some more poundings.
Let's get it.
Okay, that was too much damage. So, there. We are quite frail, so that's why I'm making sure to save scum on each fight. Oh, it might have just happened. We'll see if it just happened. It just happened. I'm glad I saved earlier. That I did the thing where I clicked save state instead. Oh, I'm really glad I was saving in between fights, between clears. Oh, how embarrassing. Oh, I have only myself to blame for being fucking retarded. I'm gonna go ahead and say you jinxed me, Stan. Because you're the one who said it was gonna happen. And it only happened today because you said it today. Fuck. How embarrassing. Oh, we're even level 39. Okay, you know what? Actually, you know what? This is really dumb. I'm realizing it now, but this is dumb. We are doing this literally just for one scene. Hold on. There are smarter ways to do this. There are smarter ways to do this. I'm being stupid. I'm being dumb. Let's be smart. Let's be intellectuals here. I shouldn't stream myself taking 200,000 damage.
私一周回って楽しくなってきました。いやー、これだけサーバントに被弾させた方は他にちょっと見当たりません。もうこれは人知を超えた才能。あなたが神かと言わざるを得ません。当事者兼被害者的に。
Praise starting to get embarrassing, but I'm glad she's so happy. Maybe my slacking battle is starting to pay dividends. Let me rephrase that. I meant to say my dedication battle, no matter how weak the enemy is, has paid off. That, and I wanted to hear Cass's cute little yelp. She's a fox, after all.
今、ご主人様の口元に邪悪な笑いが浮かびました。やっぱりわざとだったんですね。
Yeah, I mean, you really do have to do it. That's a baseless accusation. I swear I wasn't letting her get hit repeatedly, on purpose. I was just curious as to how much abuse she was willing to take before she started whining about it.
そういうのをわざとと言うんです。
Really?
そっか、じゃねえです。この悪びれなさ、つける薬もありません。
Because it's a YouTube
いつ
video.
か地獄に落ちますよ。
The video is chugging. Me? Go straight to hell? Oh, well, that's alright then. I'm sure Tom would come to rescue me. Actually, in hell, I'd be able to get closer to her than I am now.
そんなんじゃごまかされませんからね。
God, she is so fucking weak to it.
ご主人様はサーバントをいじめることに関しちゃ歴代最強のマスターです。ですので、はいこれ、努力賞を差し上げます。散々切りつけられて、私の尾っぽ、ちょっとだけ削れちゃったので、お守り代わりに使ってくだされば幸いです。
I can't believe that the hardest... What? Mythical. A foxtail shredded by repeated gunfire. The power it radiates is overwhelming. Received from caster inside your private room after taking 300,000 damage. Doesn't carry over to New Game Plus. Yeah, good. There you go. It said it didn't drop any frames, so it must have been on your end. I wasn't dropping frames or anything like that while I was playing that. The stream itself was just the video itself was just laggy. Either way, I like that the hardest to get item in the game is just fucking unlocking the Sado route for Hakuno and the Maso route for Tamamo. Yeah, good. It's cute. Little shame we couldn't get that in our own run, but it was just a massive amount of grind. I didn't want to put that on you guys, essentially. If I was playing just alone, it would be fine, but when streaming it, it might take like a full hour of just taking damage, and it was gonna be too much, especially when I failed an entire run there by accidentally save scumming wrong. May I go with you? The fight is over, I see. Thank goodness, for I no longer wish to part from you. Yes, the Holy Grail War is over. I don't see any more problems. Even I'm worried about Ranni when she's away. I don't object. Open the last door. Let's do it. The entrance to the battlegrounds is still the same dreary elevator. The same elevator travels to the arena, but the display indicates a much greater depth. I also linked the video in the Typhoon channel. Once I'm inside, the doors close heavily and the rectangular box begins to move. I do like that even the lore of the item itself acknowledges that you had to put effort into taking that much damage.
あの選定の場から今まで本当に楽しかった。あの時は白状しちゃいますと最後まで残るのは無理だろうなって思ってました。本気でお守りしていましたけど私英霊だと弱い方なのででも悪霊のカテゴリーなら本気で最強なんですよ。ええ、これまでの相手なんて指先一つで片付けられます。でもご主人様、いえ、あなたがマスターになってくれてよかった。最後かもしれないのでお礼を言います。賜物前という名前のまま私を英霊として育ててくれてありがとう。今までただの一人も私をここまで信頼してくれた人間はいませんでした。そしてマスターの戦いもこれで終わり。私は一つあなたに隠し事をしています。もう気づいているとは思いますけど私はある魔術師に刺激されてこの聖杯戦争に参加したことがあるんです。その人もマスターと同じくらい弱っちい新米で才能はあったんですけど優しすぎて戦いに向いていなかったんです。
Was it Mr. 2030?
何度も何度も殺されて
Was it 2030?
旅に初めからやり直しておかしいですよね。マスターもあの人も始まりは同じだったのにどうしてこんなに違ってしまったんでしょう。でもそれも終わり。持たざる者戦いによって成長した人間の答えがこの先にあります。行きましょう我が主。どうかあなたの手で答えてほしい。あなたたちの繁栄に1000年をかけただけの価値はあったのだと。
Her dialogue was a lot longer. It lasted for the exact amount of the run. I'm impressed. in Fate Extella, that's the Fate Extella timeline. In the Fate Extella timeline, Tamamo is the servant of a fucker, and you're in the Nero route in the Fate Extella timeline originally, but you befriend an enemy Tamamo who joins you. That's why the Tamamo in Extella is completely separate from Fate Extra's Tamamo, and you know why Tamamo fans are pissed off about the Extella timeline, because it's full Nero. It's basically the beginning of the Septum Nero fagging. It's an incredibly vast room. Actually, a space so cavernous could hardly be called a room. It is also strangely barren, save for the alien object that dominates the center of the space. It resembles a giant floating eye, though it doesn't seem threatening, it is still somewhat disconcerting. The artifact of an alien civilization, the reason for its creation is beyond human comprehension. The core of the moon cell and the base of the Seraph, the holy grail of the seven heavens, responsible for creating the seven seas. And in a space where the holy grail is enshrined, I can feel a sense of discord and dissonance. In front of the Holy Grail is a jumble of skewed stone pillars, which only adds to a tumultuous atmosphere. It's Mr. 2030! Oh, give us some stars, dude! On top of that pile of stones sits the lone figure of a man. He looks to be in his late 20s at most. His expression is blank enough to be totally unmemorable, but as an NPC, he doesn't need to make an... What's up?
いや、待っていたよ。おめでとう。君が聖杯戦争の勝者だ。
Really good voice.
祝祭の一つでもあげたかったが、あいにくここにはそんな機能はなくてね。勝ち抜いた甲斐はないだろうが、私からの拍手だけで勘弁してくれ。でもこれだけは言える。私は誰よりも君を認め、君を称え、君を誇りに思っている。君こそが幾度も繰り返された聖杯戦争の中で最も素晴らしいマスターなのだと。
Well, he seems friendly. There is something more dangerous about him than any of my other opponents. It's a feeling of nothingness. There is something very strange about the man in front of me. Yeah!
今の匂いはそっか。
Yeah, of course. That's why she mentioned it, huh? So Tamamo used to be twice a servant. That's cool. I like that. Who's that? Castor. It's been a while, hasn't it? I see. So this is who you serve now. Now I understand why I couldn't see anything about their servants' data. You were yamming my signal. I completely did not see this part coming at all. That's cool. Tamamo stares at the man with a look of disgust in her face. Her melancholy is shocking in its intensity. Don't worry about me, Master. It's all in the past now. The person here now is... This? This really makes it feel like Tamamo is the heroine of Extra instead of Nero, because Nero has no relation to anything going on outside of being your servant and being like the saber. Tamamo has actual plot relevance, huh? I didn't expect that. Don't worry about me, Master. It's all in the past now. The person here now is... Yeah, I'm not the person I was then. You, who saved me when I was weak, are now nothing to me. Because now, I have a new servant now. It seems fate has a sense of humor. As I prayed for salvation, I was given an oddly appropriate servant. At the same time he mentions his servant, I can feel Rani tense up beside me. The person before us is not an NPC. He's in actuality a master like you. But what would a master be doing here? Everything should have already been decided. I can't believe Twice is a fucking metagamer. Well, to be absolutely accurate, I could just as easily say that you're a master shouldn't be here too. How can a master who was defeated to still be alive and present in this place? I must look into this later. Well, that's an issue for another day. At least one rule will still be still enforced. Only one master may leave. And unfortunately, you are the one who will disappear. I advise you to enjoy what little time you have left. Now that's settled, I'm pretty sure the question on your mind is, what are you, right? let's see, this is the rebel NPC was now in possession of the power of a master. It must mean that she briefly glances my way, her eyes wide with shock. I suppose more thorough explanation is necessary. I'll skim through it, but I won't speed through it, just in case it's new for the part that is new information. But I know that he does talk for quite a while from the near route.
そんな
Thought to be the first spirit hacker, is hated for war was such that he charged into battles to save lives. The young girl beside me mutters under her breath as if reciting an encyclopedia entry to herself. So that's how history sees me. I tested war. Can just listen to the banging soundtrack while I get caught up on plot. Something I found interesting was that in the, cause like there's a prologue for Extella, which is what I've been talking about, where Tamamo is an enemy servant and such, and it was never released properly, so it was just released in Nasu's blog as a like loose script. And part of what he mentions is that he would have liked for Twice to be hinted at better before he just shows up at the end, because he does, you know, just pop up as a final boss. He's essentially a giant roach from space. The empty doll gained a heart. Letting me interacting with so many masters combined with my skills as a spirit hacker pushed me into consciousness. More likely it was just an anomaly. Like this Twice Peacemaker. Gotta make it a reality. And what was in the dream that the Twice who died saw as his life slipped away from him? Endless war, of course. Endless progress. There's no hint of insanity visible in his eyes. Naturally, and with obvious sincerity, he can somehow utter such a statement of absolute madness. The future has been corrupted. It's the conclusion I've come to. It's a case where I feel like it was cut out because of the game structure, and in a visual novel it would have been more built up to, because you would have actually gone through like multiple routes, something like that, and found out more about him. And then the final revelations with Tamamo. If it would have been a visual novel, so you go through like Nero, then Archer, then Tamamo, for example. But because of a game structure, it doesn't really work that way. Considering this was Nasu's first time writing a game, I can definitely believe that he made a mistake like that in pacing information that he learned from in the future. future isn't worth the suffering of the past that would make man mere murderers. For the humans who lived in the distant past, the future that man is now planning cannot be accepted. The future will be as a mistake. Humanity has not spent countless lives with society that is to come. But we cannot reverse time. Since going back is impossible, there is no choice but to move forward. With that in mind, we'll recreate the wars of the past and revise the history of the last 100 years. By having everyone fight in a war of survival, mankind's consciousness will be forced into the correct path. My wish has become a firm conviction. As the inventor of the Holy Grail War, your existence is proof of that. This person's existence? Randy whips her head around and stares at me as if demanding an answer, but I'm just as in the dark as she is. Originally, the Holy Grail War was a way for the moon still to gather data. It didn't even have a name at first. Yeah, this dimension is where he created it. There's something comical about the look of this. The fact that there's like a bunch of twices. The weakest master defeated the king of the world. Don't make me look at Alice more. I don't like her. I'm very proud of you. Now it's time for you to claim the Grail for your own. You've earned the right to show the world the true path. Shout it out so that all can hear you say that war is necessary, that humanity can and must evolve quickly. You didn't put this one little phrase into this moon cell. Don't stop. After that, you can do whatever you wish. But you become a king or a god is up to you. You have my blessing, as your choice will bring endless war. The wounds suffered by humanity after losing countless lives in endless conflicts run deep. And if the only reward of such suffering is stagnation, then humanity deserves to be cast into a new void. Some sacrifices cannot go unheeded. Mankind must be inflicted with wounds that they will never forget. What emotion did her words express? Her mumble sounded very much like a dejected sigh. Randy stares at me, her eyes wide open in shock and horror. It is funny to think that he's like, finally, someone who can do it for me. Oh, you're also a data stream. Okay. Next guy then. I guess I've wasted a great time on time. The moon's core is cool. The design of the moon cell is really good. It's a fantastic design, I think. The weird, like, shattered cube with the orb inside of it. Photonic Abyss. Angelica Cage. Twice looks in my direction, an expression of earnest confidence reflected in his face. Almost as if he is sure that I share his belief that war is the answer. This man, while despising war and violence, could not ignore the immediate results that war brings. This supposed comrade, who gained strength through fighting much like I did, clears a path for me. However, Only those I care about matter to me, cause I want some Mofu pussy! The future and evolution of man. None of those things seem to matter to me in any meaningful way. Even if I was someone great in my mortal life, I have no right to claim kingship in this era or any other. The well-being of the world and of mankind. There's no way I could bear such a tremendous burden. Even if I choose to accept the burden, it's not right to take it on because others refuse to do so. That's why my mind is occupied with the thought of what is precious to me. A cherished, irreplaceable existence. If I could protect that which I hold most dear, then that would dictate the path I choose to walk. No! Wrong one! That's the wrong one! Look to the left! I can see you in my mind's eye. Maybe if it was Rin! But now Ranni. A lonely doll, broken in body and spirit from the beginning. But I'm sure that the day will come when she'll be able to smile again. That she'll be able to feel again. There's that one thing that I cherish dearly. The minor wish I discovered in the Holy Grail War. It needs to be within my reach. While that mindset might be the cause of the current stagnation, is it so wrong to want to embrace someone you hold dear? The war that Twice wants to bring about will hurt the one I care about most. I can't allow that to happen. Your conclusion is overly sentimental, don't you think? I expected that, but still. Give it a bit more thought. Servant, I'd like to hear your thoughts on the matter. Do you think I'm evil and should be eradicated? Are you seriously trying to win me over? Don't waste your breath. I'm wholly committed to my master. Kaz's reaction is totally expected. It's a relief to see that whatever the situation, she's always herself. Master, to be honest, I don't really think too much about the consequences when I kill. Sometimes you just gotta murder a motherfucker. Even before I was a servant, I killed untold numbers of people. I might hold the world record for murder. I don't think you do. I really doubt you do. You killed 2 armies in Japan. There are worse murders. So how'd I put this? I don't want to say something ignorant like I'd kill for you. The person I knew is gone. That man from the past who hated war above all things has disappeared forever. And though I don't like even thinking about it, if you were to fall, I'd never forgive the one who killed you. In this case, I must side with my master. No, I have to admit that you've always been right, master. You need to live your life as you think best, my dear master. And if anything happens, I'll deal with it. That's fair, that's fair. As for his servant, it may be on a totally different magnitude, but I will win! Encouraging words erased any hesitation I had. All I can do now is trust in my feelings and move on. I don't understand. Unlike any other human, you're the embodiment of everything I believe in. That might seem to be the case, but even if we walk the same path, our feelings may be completely opposite. I must have died in the same incident that took twice. However, I learned different lessons from my death. Sadly for you, you cannot escape. Only a single master may leave the moon cell once they made it here. Once the participants have been reduced to 1, permission is granted to leave this earth. This is one thing I cannot change. The moon cell has made this rule a fundamental requirement for entry. In other words, there's still you and me. As long as both of us exist, neither can escape this place. So, I'm gonna have to motherfucking murder you, bitch! I'm not big on brainwashing, it can end in self-destruction, but your spirit might survive the process. Doesn't matter to me if you resist, if you want your wish to come true, you'll have to defeat me anyway. And such is destiny. At the end of things, this is the conclusion we arrive at. Now then, it's time to bring this chapter in the Holy Grail War to a close. To the victor goes the spoils. That is the way of humanity, something that will never change.
生死のかかった戦いでこそ人は精神を成長させうる。人類にとって私は悪である。だが生命とは天輪するもの。善を生かすために子に救いをもたらすために私はこの力を授かった。見るがいい、ボンピャクのサーバントよ。ムーンセルがその蔵書から私に与えた救いの姿を。来たれ旧世の英霊、この世でただ一人生の苦しみより下脱した怪盗者よ。
Yeah, I think he's a good. I think he's a good final boss. Because he answers a lot of questions about why the war is going on, etc.
あれがあの人についた最後の答え。世界を救うなんて馬鹿げた考えの行き着く先だったんですね。でも倒さないと神様の助けとかもう時代遅れだし、何より私の新しい愛のために。
Power of love.
あ、でも私ちょっと足を引っ張ることになっちゃうかもしれません。その時は助けてくださいね、ご主人様。私は守ることばっかりで一度も守られたいとか思いませんでした。それが間違いだったんです。マスターとサーバントであっても手を取り合ってこその関係です。ですからここは一つ今までで一番のラブ度を見せつけちゃいましょう。
一番のラブ。
ええ、もう過去のことは吹っ切りました。今の私はご主人様一筋。もう他のことなんてどうでもいいんだから。
The words of my servant served to encourage me. In the end, Twice is right about one thing. There are some things that conflict can help grow, and the most important to me is the bond that now exists between me and my servant. Regardless of the strength of the enemy or the consequences failure will have on the future, I won't back down. I will face this one last battle with the one who has been with me from the beginning, by my side. Let's beat the shit out of this skinny fuck and his bitch ass Sharingan. Man, you kill in the eyes, only see blood when the ninja smiles. Ba-da-bum.
私の聖杯戦争は完結する。
行きます。最後の力をマスター。
来なさい、最弱のサーバントよ。彼同様、君の健闘もまた私には誇らしい。
バリバリ呪う。私を傷つけられると思っているんですか？
Alrighty, but it's a buff, not a damage skill. No.
後悔してくださいね。
I wonder if the
挑戦よ砕け。
the Dark Atlas thing will let you block a Noble Fantasy.
ここで終わりか。
I'm curious. Well, not this guy's Noble Fantasy, but I mean like in a New Game Plus, since you bring over equipment. So I guess maybe it's like the Scarlet one, and that you can't bring it over. Oh, that's a break. Ding.
立ちなさい。まだ命がある。
傷つけられると思っているんですか？
Dun, 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 dun,
炎天よ走れ。 触れないでくださいます？
Hmm? I didn't think I casted the full. I thought I casted the malice somewhat. Oh well. You guys clicked the wrong button.
もう本気を出していいですか？
Alright, let's nuke him. Merciful Sky. Yes, Heaven. Merciful Sky. Chaos Heaven. So,
バリバリ呪うぞ。出雲に神があり、神秘確かに。
it's time to kill Buddha.
水天に甘き出す。これ自在にしてみそぎの証。なお、賜物沈みし、信仰羽化の鏡なり。なんちゃって。
なんちゃって。
こうこうしてくださいね。秘密よ集え。
Bam.
私の本気見せてあげます。
Big shots.
その耳も不要。
Ooh, that's nasty for Talma though. Skill lock. Let's see here. That's when you use this. And presumably the first one's gonna be a buff, so the second one will be the nuke. Try this.
バリバリ呪うぞ。ますます頑張っちゃいます。私を傷つけられると思っているんですか？
Boom.
秘密よ集え。そろそろ終わりにしたいたいですね。
We'll use our final elixir right here. I have a feeling he fucking froze out the skill seal again,
お任せく
so
ださい。
I'm gonna attack on the following ones.
炎天よ走れ。見せてあげます。
I do like that the self buff is fast animation. Good quality of life.
その耳も不要。
You're a real little fucker, aren't you, huh? Oh, the count is ticking down, though. Mm-hmm.
こんなに嬉しいことはない。
I don't actually have any ways to deny it. See, that's gonna be a self buff, though.
お任せください。
Now these are gonna add invalid.
頑張っちゃいます。
Nope. The power of no cell.
私の本気見せてあげます
Dong.
彫像の出来上がりです
Boom. Boom. Bop. Bop. Beep. Bop. 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 Boom. Dead. I have not heard of that. But that sounds pretty fucking nasty. That sounds like a real woo moment. Just wrestlers with no one watching? Fucked up. I can hear the sounds of battle, and though I've been defeated many times, it's still painful all the same. But I have no regrets, as this life is an endless cycle, war too will endure. You're proof of that. Twice, who now still holds tight to those beliefs, slowly begins to fade away like all of the others. That sounds like an experience. But whether he's following his own rules or those of the moon cell, I cannot say for sure. Now, go and touch the Holy Grail. You'll come to understand many things once you do. Yeah, I guess there's always pay-per-view. Wantonly consuming lives, thriving without a purpose, our future blossoms like a flower by the roadside. Whether that turns out to be right or wrong, I would like for you to see and judge with your own eyes. If we're both truly righteous or not. You sure are cute, Tamamo. And in an instant, I thought I saw something that was truly him, but it might have been just an illusion. Without any time to contemplate what was happening, Twice Peaceman passes into oblivion. High Servant too will soon join him in the void. I don't give a fuck, man. It's just, I don't give a fuck. I don't give a shit. Whatever. There's more than one path. Just as good and evil have value, the beauty of the world will endure. King of Blood-Ranged Battle, in Nirvana, let us witness the end of the world. For there lies your salvation. Psych. I wonder why he goes away like that instead. Does he think he's better than us just because he can turn into a golden rain of flowers? Huh? You think you're better than me? With an expression much like his master's, the servant fades away like a flower losing its petals. The only person to have escaped the cycle of suffering, seen by some as the savior of the spirit of humanity. I see now. He did not support Twice's ideals. Instead, he was showing compassion for the soul of the human known as Twice Peaceman. With this, it's finally over. The girl's relief is obvious in her tone of voice. However, the ending has yet to be revealed. There remains one last thing to do. The Holy Grail. The war will only come to an end once the victor claims it for their own. Ah, that is right. I had forgotten all about that. The smile around his face is proof that she has yet to realize that the winner of this war and Twice are the same. The moment I touch the Holy Grail, the moon cell, I will be identified as irregular data and erased from memory. The thought of leaving this girl who finally learned to feel is painful, but some things cannot be changed. It is a very cute smile. Because of its rarity. However, even if I am to be deleted, there should still be a small window of opportunity. Time enough to sneak in a modest wish. To extinguish the remaining fires of war that Twice had set ablaze. To put an end to the senseless bloodshed of the Holy Grail War, once and for all. The Moon Cell Automaton, the very mind of God. I will seal it away so that no one will ever be able to access it again. And also to return her, the last true survivor, safely to her mortal existence. A number of wishes race through my mind, but I won't have the time to ask for them all. I can only ask for the most important of my desires. But any wish I make will be influenced by the experiences I gained fighting in this war. I make my way to the Holy Grail, the object that is both bane and boon to the one fortunate enough to survive. As a fallen master, I cannot go with you, but I will wait here for your return. Please, come back quickly. The gentle expression on her face puts my worries at ease, as no soulless doll is capable of a smile that's so alive. Even if I don't return, she can live the rest of her life as a real person capable of human emotions. And with that, I move on towards the gate without further hesitation and without looking back. Before me stands the Holy Grail. I slowly extend my hand and place it on the core of the moon cell. The instant I make contact with it, I'm drawn inside the Holy Grail. To be more accurate, I am absorbed into it like water being absorbed by a sponge. In a short time before I am erased from existence, my consciousness is immersed into the moon cell. I can see everything that exists within it, every piece of information, every observation, every conclusion. The sheer volume of information and ideas stored in the moon cell forms an intricate collage that no human could decipher, though I sense a pattern. In fact, I cannot say that Twice's interpretation of human history as recorded by the moon cell was wrong. For war has always brought change, but in this day and age, humanity has mistaken stagnation for peace. And throughout it all, the moon cell continues to silently record what it sees, without ever taking action. After endlessly analyzing data it records, it files away its conclusions and resumes its role of voyeur. It is there on Earth that the whole of human existence is contained. Whatever triumphs and tragedies befall mankind and their world, the moon cell continues to silently observe and record. It is that strength, that force of existence that Twice failed to see and understand. But now is not the time to become emotional. I have to tell the Holy Grail of my wishes. Input complete. I was able to enter my wish without a single mistake, I think. Now, all there is for me to do is wait for the end of my tenuous existence to come. However, although the time of my death doesn't seem to be coming anytime soon. Being one of the moon cell, I share its unique view of time where infinity can be contained in a single second. So even the briefest moment seems somewhat more drawn out than normal. But even with that, Huh, you're not being ripped into virtual shreds yet? Could that guy have been wrong? I can hear my servant mutter into my ear. They aren't there in person, but as a part of the Holy Grail. My guess is that my servant had somehow slipped unseen into the Holy Grail at the same time I entered. But of course, I will stay by my master's side right up to and including the very end. I mean, what kind of horrible wife would I be if I didn't help my dear master perform their final duty? No matter how weak I may be, I will continue to fight on until my body is turned to dust. So that's what she's doing. Without the additional presence, the time the moon cell needs to finish the elimination process is increased. She came here to help me one last time, no matter the cost to herself. Some things will never change. However, a delay this long can't be the result of my servant's presence. Something else must be going on. Since I'm connected to the moon cell, it shouldn't be too difficult to find out what's going on. In what seems to be only a heartbeat, the whole of my consciousness arrives in one long data file. Ah, this data is all about you, right? What does this term mean? Cryogenic storage? The info in this data file contains concerns a patient with a fatal brain disease that affects memory retention. And the only doctor familiar with the surgical procedure used to treat the disease died in a terrorist attack. Until another surgeon can replicate the procedure, the patient was put into cryogenic storage. If there's a living human that shares my exact identity, I might be more than random bits of data. That must be the reason why I'm still around. The moon cell needs more time to analyze this new information. But I'm sure that guy didn't come here as a magus. I'm just a copy of a person trapped in an endless dream. Whatever the case, my fate is almost assured. I'm sure that my time here is fast coming to an end. However, there remains enough time to send out one final message. Kinda fucked up that Hakuno from the original Extra story is just fucking dead. Because Extella Hakuno is a separate timeline, and CCC technically takes place in between the 6th and 7th round in a separate route split. So Extra itself just ends with you dead, no matter what. Even if it's a happy ending for the setting.
これはあなたのデータですよね。
I wonder what will become of Ronnie after I disappear. Will the bond we share compel her to search for me? The boy currently frozen in an endless dream has never met Ronnie, but I'm sure that they'll become friends. I'm a fan of the Tamamo CCC ending spoilers because I feel like it's if that's ever gonna come, it's gonna be in like 5 years from now or something bullshit like that. So I'll even forget it. Even if it turns out she no longer needs me, that'd be okay as well. Wow, that scene was a lot shorter than the Rin one. Even there you could tell that Rin mattered more. But isn't that still technically a different timeline from Fate Extra? Like, it's sourced in the same timeline, but CCC is its own timeline, the same as Extella is, isn't it? Because you're dragged away into the backside during the 6th round or something like that. I believe that it has time fuckery. I am aware that Tamamo has some ability to fuck with time. I'm just curious if it's separate timeline. It really is just about the factor of doesn't, you know, they're gonna just fucking die in Extra. Powerful. Now that's one way to make that. Now that's how you make a house for your husband. Overall thoughts on Fate Extra is that what it definitely, like, now that we're all done with it, it definitely had a lot of flaws in the gameplay, but I think I said this last time as well. I do think that the gameplay gets a lot more flack than it deserves, and it really only struggles with like specific rare enemies where the game, like the entire game plan, doesn't really hold up anymore. Other than that, I think it's pretty fun. Like, it's not something I would play like dozens of games of, but I'm extra sad because I've heard that CCC is the same gameplay but improved. And well, I think the game definitely redeemed both Nero and Tamamo for me, for sure. I like both characters now, though I'm still in despair on what FGO has done to Nero, of course. I definitely understand Emmy's suffering now. And I will also say that as the guy who has always been of the opinion that Tamamo is super overrated and only loved by fluff huffers, I will retract that opinion partially, because I prefer Tamamo to Nero in Extra overall. Ah, neat. So how I feel on the matter is, I would say that I would not. The reason I only did it partially, retract my judgment on Tamamo, is that the fact remains that a very large amount of Tamamo fans are not Tamamo fans. They're literally just going, "Wow, Mofu! Please marry me and take my male spirit energy, like Sub does." Which is why I'm glad that I have been able to do this, so all of us can realize that Tamamo is actually a good character, and not just a cute Mofu, including BDF. who can now make fun of Sub for being a better Tamamo fan than Sub is, because Sub is a tertiary and must be mocked violently. I think both of them were very pleasant characters, and my final choice of Tamamo over Nero would be that Tamamo has actual involvement with the story of Fate Extra in a better place. And also a bit of a contrarianism in that I know that the rest of the Fate Extra series is essentially gonna be about jerking off Nero. Oh, what's this? I'm not sure I follow you. You're saying that there's another you? I'm assuming that's a good thing? But to me, you're the only master that matters, so another you wouldn't affect me one bit. If it'll make you feel better, I won't mind serving that other master, but for now, I'll just concentrate on being with you until the end, master. My servant's faith in me has been unshakable all this time. Their devotion has been overwhelming at times, but right now I'm truly grateful for it. Although I'm relieved to know that there's another me out there, I am sad that this me has to disappear. The dissolution of my current self has begun. Outside the Holy Grail, Ranni's voice begins to fade away. As what makes me me is compressed into the smallest unit of illicit data, I think on my slumbering self. When he wakes up, his memory will be a blank page, with no friends or family to help or guide him. I wonder how that strange new world will appear to him. Nothing but the past will have any meaning. What am I saying? If that's the only thing to be lost, then that'd be okay. I've already gone through that once. Although I'll miss those I met along the way, the world will still be here. And as long as the path before me remains, I will continue to walk it. There are no grades given for goals and wishes. No matter how small they may seem to others, as long as I keep moving forward, they will eventually come to fruition. As it is the desire for that wish to become reality that will keep you going on until the end. I have no worries. There will always be those who strive to change the world, those who I care about. I will be able to live with them and eventually move forward into the future with them. I can't believe how promising and hopeful the future sounds. Can't wait for it to arrive. I want to play Fate CCC! I want to play it, but it doesn't exist! Eh! Eh! Gah. Does one exist? If one exists, hit me up. I just know about the Gil one. Either way, thank you all for coming to the Fate Extra streams. And I'll see you boys for Muv-Luv. Starting sometime next week. Maybe next Sunday or something like that, I'd say. I think that sounds pretty good, right? Like a week in between, GS can stream Neo. Blast through those Jokai. Let's look at maybe next Sunday. Maybe a little later than that. But sometime around next Sunday or beyond. So, like, around 20 plus. March 20 plus. For now, take care and see everyone in the pit. Sayonara.